a good question.
The two words that leap to mind for me would be Kevin Jackson, because last year Mr. Downs and I were alone in our office. This year to create more community, Mr. Elshire put Mr. Downs and I way back at the end of the hall, and now we're around a community of people, including, most notably, Mr. Jackson.
I would agree with that. I think moving in there kind of has solidified our two programs, Avid and IB. It's working very well. Our recruitment processes have changed. So that's one aspect of the school I think we're doing a better job at.
And I think, like any community, me being able to watch such masters of their craft at work has allowed me to raise the level of my game.
To me, community means a lot of people coming together. We can work for the greater good of everybody. Harrison North High definitely has a great community of teachers, staffs, administrators coming together to help students do what they need to be successful.
Community means a group of people and organizations all working together toward a common purpose and supporting one another in the process.
Community means to me just a group of people that care about each other, that, you know, when someone needs help, everybody's willing to respond and be there for that person. So when I think of community, I think of other people helping and just caring for one another.
Community is a family. It's a group of people working toward a common goal. It's, you know, a feeling of accomplishment. It's a feeling of unity, of coming together.
Means we all gather together and work together to make the best place possible.
I think the community of North Hagerstown High School is a very diverse community. I think we serve a lot of different people throughout our school and throughout our community. And I think this year, as we adopted the motto of change is one, I think we've seen some significant change in our school and our culture of our school.
It's been great, really, from teachers offering me advice, tips, letting me borrow lesson plans, to students giving me a ton of feedback about what works, what doesn't, and what needs changed. They're all about helping each other.
Well, I'm going to tell you that I've enjoyed watching a lot of the kids grow up. I've got some second generations. I don't think I have any third generations yet. But it's always kind of neat when a kid comes to class and says, "You had my mom or dad in school years ago." I've enjoyed the staff that I've worked with. Some of the teachers that are here have become good friends of mine. As a matter of fact, Coach Cross is a godfather to my son. So good friends, and always a pleasure to watch kids grow up and come back and become part of the community.
So personally, when I came to North High last summer, I found it to be a very welcoming environment where I've been challenged to grow as a professional and also build relationships with the staff, students, and members of our community.
For me personally, I mean, as a student, as an alumni, as an athlete, I know when I come back here, I've always been able to talk to my coaches from the past. A lot of them are still here coaching. I've actually been able to now coach with some of those coaches and just get back to the community that put so much into me as a student, as an athlete. And I would say North High, has shaped me into the person I am today. And I'm just happy to be here, to be able to give back to the students here now for what North High gave to me when I was here.
North High has most definitely been a wonderful community for me since I came here. All the teachers are so willing to help out, and all the teachers love to make sure everything is taken care of with the subs. Also, the administration is wonderful because if you have a question or a concern, they will definitely immediately take your concern into consideration and let you know how to handle it. Also, the students are wonderful too, so I just love them.
It's a family. You come to work, whether it's the staff I work with every day that I'm excited to see, to say hello to work together, to all of the students that make every day new and exciting and fun. It's just a great place to work.
It's like a homecoming. I was not nervous at all about coming back and teaching here. It's just been really welcoming, and it reminds me of when I went to school here, which sometimes is a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing, but mostly a good thing.
Well, you can answer it better. You were here in the Stone Age.
I was here before the Renaissance era.
Okay, so how has it changed?
We've added more businesses, I think. Mack Truck has changed to Volvo. I don't get it, but they're now Volvo.
I think they mean the school community.
I don't know. It's more diverse. The
Okay.
diversity has changed a whole lot.
More diverse is good.
And the teaching staff has gotten much younger as I've gotten much older.
Gosh, that's true. However, probably the biggest change is it's been sort of, I don't know, a roller coaster. It depends on who you have in leadership. It depends on who you have in the classrooms as to how our community feels. So you've got a great administrator who really cares about students, who cares about the community. It's a whole different story. So we have a really nice community right now.
And if you like an administrator, it's a great community and everybody's happy. The students are happy, the teachers are happy, the assistant principals are even happy, but everybody's happy. I kind of like, if you wear jeans, say it's a good day.
You're not retiring because you're not happy.
Oh no, I'm happy.
Okay.
The school's always been pretty diverse. We've always had a lot of ethnic groups, socioeconomic classes, but there seems to be more diversity now. And a lot of our students don't come from very good economic backgrounds. So I think what we've done here to try to support students has probably made a difference in their lives.
Since I've been here, I've seen the community here at North High change in terms of, I really think it has become more of a community. I would say when I was here, I don't think in terms of sports and clubs and faculty, students, administration, students, I don't think all those relationships really came together, as a whole. But I see now over the past 2 years that I've worked here, and even over this past year, really all those different parts of this community have really come together as one. I know we say change is one, and that's really been a really cool theme, I think, for us this year, is I think we've actually seen this community come together as one, which only helps everybody.
I'm not sure if it's changed that much. I would say we always had Hub Pride. In 1992, I mean, you had that family, you had that community, and the pride that we have in the school, whether it was that pride established before I even came to high school, and that pride we still have now, that has always been there. I would say we have a lot of different opportunities now, much more than when I was in school, a lot of different programs, a lot more clubs, a lot more activities, different sports that we now have. So I would just say that we continue to build on the tradition of being.
Well, I would say with the coming of the cell phones, it's not quite as friendly, and people don't greet me as often as they used to. I would say good morning to people in the hallway, but now some of them don't hear me because they have their cell phones in. So I think cell phones have made a big change. I think the students used to be very polite when I first came here. Yes, ma'am. But there still are pockets of politeness out here, and I love the students at North High. They're wonderful.
I would say it hasn't changed a whole lot. I would say that I see a lot of students who are like myself, and yeah, I think we're still up strong.
I think that we can do a lot at North High to just continue to build that synergy and relationships with particularly staff and students, and to further personalize the school to make it feel more welcoming and that there's more ownership on behalf of students when you're walking through the halls. So I look forward to Mr. Oshire's vision and leadership, because I know that's one of the things that he looks forward to doing and continuing to make North High an awesome place to work and learn.
I'd like to see us continue to support each other. I think that's very important. I'd like us to also understand what norms are, and what I mean by that is what is acceptable and not acceptable. What is acceptable norms within the confines of the school, and compared to what we consider to be acceptable norms outside of school. I think we have a lot of great staff members here, and I believe that they deserve the respect that they're due by students, because we're helping to progress students to the next level, the next challenge of their life, and continue on our vision of college and career Reading?
Well, honestly, I'd love to see it become a leadership that grows up amongst the students who are going to help the students who maybe aren't becoming a part of the community to be drawn in and to become part of it, not just to have uniformity, but also to just have a spirit of support and the school to be the best that it can be.
I would like to see a lot more communication between students and teachers. I think sometimes it's hard to offer criticism for both sides, but a little more constructive criticism from everybody, I think, can help continue to improve the community.
Okay, this is a great story, guys, because I'm not a top scholar, I'm not a star athlete, and I'm old, and I've got a wealth of information. So hang on, and I'll let you know. I am Ricky's little sister, and I am watching my brother graduate from high school, North High. It was a sea of red and white, and it was awesome. 1971. But what you guys don't understand is the group of kids crossing that stage had seen the assassination of Martin Luther King, the assassination of Bobby Kennedy. Most of these young boys had draft cards, and soon they would be drafted into the Vietnam War. Quite a bit of difference than what we're thinking about right now. But wait a minute, let's not talk about my brother anymore. Let's talk about me. Okay, so here I am, 1979. See, not in the front row, I'm in the middle. I'm your average student. I was proud to be a part of North High. I had a great experience, great teachers, and I was so happy to graduate. Going to college, and Hagerstown and North High were just going to be a place I'd visit. Needless to say, my grandmother always said, never say never. So why are you here? Well, there's a love story. There was this football player in Mrs. Ambrose's math class that I had, and you know how it goes. You fall in love, you get married, you buy a house, and you have a baby girl. And I become a teacher. So in 2009, I am a teacher at North High. My baby girl is graduating from high school, right up there in the front row, very proud of her. And I am the class advisor to an awesome class. Community meant everything, because that happily ever after wasn't happily ever after. I'm by myself when she leaves for college, and it was the community at North High that helped me through this. I couldn't begin to thank them enough for what they did. So they helped me pull myself back up. Why don't you leave now? You're still here. Well, there's the other story. All right, so thanks to the community I've healed. And these guys are going to ask me, so what do you see for the future of North High? Well, as Mrs. Henderson, I actually have some of the future of North High. His name is Elliot, and he can't wait to walk across the stage at North High or play football or play basketball first. I see a lot of positiveness in this community. We're here for you when you need us and even when you don't. Have a great summer, guys.